Now, why we're so excited, we're pleased to be joined one of our favorite chefs in South Florida and in the country, Chef Angelo from Salou Maria 104 right there in Midtown, and Erik Saccomani. Erik is the wine specialist for Marchesi Antinori, and there's a lot of special things going on with Antinori. If you know the brand, you love the brand, as I do. Right. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You know,
excited.
We're excited about it because there's nothing better than Chef Angelo's food and a bottle of, maybe some Tignanello, which is going through its worldwide launch April 1st, right? Just happened.
2015 vintage.
Right. And of
some
course,
Guado al Tasso.
Some Guado al Tasso, another great Super Tuscan from Bulgari. Bulgari. Which, tell us where, as we're looking at Tuscany, where
So we're looking at Tuscany. We're looking about an hour and a half southwest of Florence, right on the coast of Tuscany.
And what makes Bulgari the place where these wonderful varietals grow so well?
So Bulgari is very different compared to the inland of Tuscany. While in the inland you have main grape of the region, Sangiovese, high altitude, rolling hills, very low fertility soil. When you go to Bulgari on the coast of Tuscany, you start to see a very diverse landscape. A lot of clay, high fertility soil, warmer climate. So generally speaking, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Syrah, those French originated varieties are the king in that area.
Absolutely wonderful wines. The Antinori portfolio is terrific. We'll talk about that in a minute. First, Chef Angelo, what are you making?
So today the wine is the king. So for me, it's going to be easy. I'm going to make a couple of finger food, a little bit hearty finger food that going pair well with the Guado al Tasso. All right. So today we have a polenta pasticciata, or polenta with something else inside. Mushroom, gorgonzola cheese.
Angelo's special touch.
And bresaola. It's easy to do it. You can do it at home.
You could do it at home. I've tried to make polenta,
Angelo. I'll show you.
It doesn't work so good.
Boiling water, a little bit of salt, right? Just a little bit. And then we're gonna put the flour like this. And in 5 minutes, it's gonna be right.
Can you tell me the difference between Tignanello and Guado al Tasso?
There's a big difference between the two wines, despite the fact that a lot of consumers sees them as the two icons of Antinori. Tignanello is Sangiovese-based wine from the Chianti Classico era. So the Tignanello estate is in Chianti Classico. Guado al Tasso is in Bulgari.
It's a Super Tuscan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So generally speaking, we can call it Super Tuscan, but the Bulgari name is getting more and more prominent, as you see from these articles.
Yes.
So technically, it's a Bulgari Superiore DOC. So in order to be labeled as Bulgari Superiore, he has to respect, the producers have to respect a certain set of rules. What kind of grape varieties are in the blend, how long the wine ages, how much are the hills per hectare, and so on and so forth. While generally speaking, a Super Tuscan is a wine that's a little bit anarchic. Like producer can kind of like do whatever they want, as long as the grapes come from the region of Tuscany.
Right, but Bulgari is a different animal when you.
Bulgari is a different animal. Is a DOC. Is the smallest actually DOC in Tuscany, and it's there's only about 40 producers that makes wine in Bulgari, so it's very very small. But some of the greatest Italian wines, actually most recognized Italian wines, come from there.
Without question.
Guado, Sassicaia, Ornellaia, Masseto. Some of the trophy Italian wines are from that small appellation.
And can I tell you, I'm just watching Angelo work his magic. And I don't know what you did, but I love that, the black truffle that you're putting on top. Well, is that a honey that you put on top of that?
It's a truffle honey. So it's going to be balance the acidity of the stracciatella cheese.
Right.
And give a little bit of sweetness. Right. And then we finish with, as I said, the last tuber melanosporum vitadini, which is also called Perigord, the king of the black.
There is something really special about that smell,
right?
And a bottle of Antinori wine. It just goes together as maybe the best pairing that you can think
peas and carrots.
Like peas and carrots. That's it, exactly.
Would you like to start with this finger food?
Brenda?
Sure.
There you go. It's going to be messy, but good.
Messy, but good.
Angelo, what else did you look at how nicely this came out. This is the polenta.
So we make a soft polenta with mushroom, and in a moment we're going to put the gorgonzola cheese and a little bit of bresaola. All specialty from Italy.
Wow.
Served in a very, very simple way that pair very well with the Guado al Tasso.
And Erik, tell us what we're tasting with this now. Take us through this.
So this is the 2014, the current release of the Bulgari Superiore from Guado al Tasso estate. It has an appellation on the coast side of Tuscany, about an hour and a half southwest of Florence. It's a wine based on international varieties, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, and Petit Verdot. It's a wine that definitely has great complexity. It's a wine that is driven more towards like a darker fruit character. Definitely you feel a little bit of somehow sweetness
Right.
because of the use of French barrique in terms of aging.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Spends about 12 months in French barrel. Wine is very earthy, very complex, very long finish.
Yes.
And it's a wine that's 2014 vintage. This wine is a baby. The vintage was it was a challenging vintage 2014. Generally speaking, you see wine from that specific vintage that tends to be a little more approachable when young. Guadaltasso is a wine that can age gracefully for 15, 20 years.
Right.
2014, somehow you will see a wine that is definitely approachable when it's young, despite the fact that it has
Right.
very, very good aging potential.
And Eric, the Tignanello, is this also, as you said, Sangiovese based? Is it also an aging wine or not?
Definitely so, definitely so.
Can we try this with the, because
Absolutely.
what Angelo has made,
So-
again, looks just absolutely marvelous.
This
Thank
is the trick.
Thank
Take
you.
it, you put the spoon inside,
Yes?
and you just try to mix everything, and then take a little bite.
Angelo, are these things on the menu because you need to put them on if they're not?
So we put them in
Well,
tiny,
when we do
tiny little
tasting, that is
ramekins.
our stuff
This
we
is how
serve
you
as
do
a finger food, or
Right.
when we have people waiting for all their party arriving. So also is a hearty, as I said, because it's going well with the Guadaltasso.
And with the Guadaltasso, it's absolutely terrific. What a great
I
combination.
love this.
I do too.
I want a huge bowl of it.
Thank you so much, and thanks for bringing the launch. to
Thank you
the
for having us.
South Florida.
It's a pleasure.
Congratulations.
It's
Yeah.
an honor to have you here always as well. We're going to
Yeah.
come back with more. We're going to drink some of this Guadaltasso. I don't know what you're going to be doing. We'll be back right after this. I need this drink that go.